Hey guys, it's Intricate and I'm back with another video. So happy to have you here joining me for my first tech talk. Oh my gosh, this is what I've been waiting for. This is why my channel started. We're gonna kick it off. This series is called Let's Talk Tech. So today's going to be an introductory video. I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm going to tell you what a tech babe means for me in my own career path. And I'm going to just give you a little bit of gems, do you know what I mean? Give you some resources, some things to get you started. So the only question I have right now is, are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's talk tech. So what is tech? What is tech? There's a lot of definitions of tech. Tech for me is about taking technical knowledge with the skills that you have and the way you do it to apply that to something to solve a problem or produce an output. You have requirements that needs a solution or an output or an outcome or a program, whatever it is. You take all the knowledge you have or your team and then you produce something to solve the problem. That's what tech is for me. So when I say I'm a tech babe, in case you were wondering, you didn't ask, but I'ma tell y'all. A tech babe for me is a woman in that industry, in tech, in technology, developing programs, developing processes and solutions to problems and requirements. That is a boss babe. Don't look at me like that. Proclaim it. Claim it. Snatch it. Hold it in your chest and say it 10 times a day. You know, she's smart. She's on her grind. She's on her career path. Whether you're a freelancer, whether you're in an industry, whether you're in a company, whether you're in a startup company, like you're starting your own thing. If you're in tech and you're a babe, you're a tech babe. Again, that's my definition of a tech babe. What kind of tech babe am I? I am a mobile app software engineer. Well, I don't want to put myself in a box, but right now the team I'm on is the Android mobile team. So that's making the app for Android. I use Kotlin and Java to make and build apps. That's the kind of tech babe I am, but my training was in web. When I did web, it was like HTML, CSS, JavaScript mainly. So why do I like tech? Tech is very fulfilling for me. I think it's important to find a career path where you find it fulfilling. Obviously, at any time in life, like you might get to somewhere and be like, I kind of want to try this route, and that's fine, and that's fair enough. Like even if you like it, you might want to try something different. But in terms of thinking, I actually hate this job. Why am I here? I need to get out. I think when you find something that's fulfilling, it's very unlikely that will happen. For me, I like tech because it's the perfect balance between my methodical, logical, analytic side and my creative side. It just comes together perfectly and it's fulfilling because you have something to see after. Do you know what I mean? There's something to show for it. So with tech, that's why I like it. There's an app that I can literally go to the page that I made. This is me. This is all my work from scratch. Like, it's great. It's great. It's fulfilling. It's everything that I would want in one. And I just didn't realize that that's what it was until I was in it. So, the main event. How did I get into tech? How did I get into tech? Let me start from the beginning. So, in sixth form, okay, no, that's too far back. So I went to uni and I studied maths, operational research, statistics, and economics. So this made my degree, which was called Morse. They gave us assignments as if it was bread, as if we needed it to survive. Like, sis, I can do without the assignments. I promise you I'll be fine. So obviously I completed my degree, graduated, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I went to my dad, I'm just gonna take a year. I started ABA Media in that year, which was great. I learned how to use Logic, I learned how to use Final Cut Pro, Photoshop. I did a lot of things in that time and it was great. But then lockdown hit. So my part-time job, they emailed everyone, sorry, Rona, we have no clients at this point in time, which means we have no jobs for you. Like your job is safe, but you can't book in shifts. So I said, so my job is safe, but I can earn £0. Then my good sis, Lizzie, LZX, all of a sudden she sends me a link. She says, there's this thing called Code First Girls. Wow, that was the beginning of forever. I said, what's this? She said, oh, it's web development. It's a course. It's 2 months, once a week for like an hour or two. And at the end, you get a little certificate and you've learned a bit about web. I said, this is fun. This looks, thank you. Yeah, so I applied. I put my application in. They were like, yeah, you're accepted. Great. Started it. It was 2 months long. Learned HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, the basics. And I was like, this was so fun. And I had a tutor. She messaged me saying, oh, like, I think you have a real knack for this. Like, I saw your final project. I've seen how you've been progressing. I've seen your homeworks, because we had homework every week. And I think, like, I'm kind of shocked that you haven't done coding before. I was like, she says, there's a position open at Compare the Market, and it's for a junior software engineer, and I think you would be really good. I was like, okay, it's an apprenticeship, like, so I'll have to like learn on the job and do stuff and build a portfolio while I'm working, get my qualification while I'm working. The people that train you are called Makers Academy. I'm gonna put the link right here. So they train you, and then for 3 months, and then you go to your job, you submit your portfolio, and then you get your qualification. So like a level 4 qualification in software development. When I looked further into it, I realized people pay £8,000 for that 3 months training because people deem it as that good. And then after that 3 months of training for £8,000, they don't have a job. It's just the training, and then they look for a job. The role she sent me is a permanent role. The first 3 months is training with these people that charge £8,000 for the training. But not only is the training free, they actually pay your salary as if you're working. So I'm going to get paid my normal annual salary every month while I'm on this training. And then I finish my training, go to my job, work there for the first year. I'm just working normally, but I still have to make sure I like record the things I'm doing so I can hand in my portfolio to my trainers so that they can give me my qualification at the end. And I do like a couple exams as well. Long story short, me and my family go out to dinner sometimes. So we went Nando's in Bluewater, and we're waiting for our food, and I see a call, and I'm like, this number, it must be them. So I'm like, I'm going to the toilet. I didn't want to tell them, because if it was a bad news, I didn't want to have to tell them and then we're all going to eat in an awkward dinner. So I went to the toilet, tried to call them back, and they weren't picking up. I was like, oh my gosh. So I walked all the way back to the restaurant, and just as I was about to get into the restaurant, they called me back. And I was like, hello. And they were like, hey, how did you find like the recruitment process? And they were talking bare. I was thinking, if it's good news, you would have told me by now. The phone call's been 5 minutes. She didn't even say I got the job. She said, I just want to congratulate you, because, you know, you are a really, really strong candidate. Like, throughout the process, people really said that they felt you were really confident in yourself. You really understood the requirements of the job, and you did your research. And that being said, I just really want to applaud you. You think when people say that there's a but. So I was like, but. She was like, and I just want to say congratulations, you've got the job. There was 300 people, 2 spaces, and you got one of them. I was like, huh? Me? And then, yeah, I was like, thank you so much. I was in Bluewater spinning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Went into Nando's, went to my family, like, hey guys. They were like, you went to the toilet for a while. Or Bunya. I was like, I got the job. They're like, what? I was like, I got the job. When I say that Nando's tasted better than any Nando's I've had in my life. That's how I got into tech. It was literally that. 2 months training, got the job. I know it sounds a bit like, just like that? Yes, just like that, because that's good. So what resources helped me the most on my path to being a junior software engineer? Well, obviously the training helps. Like, I got why people paid £8,000 for it. There was a lot of like things like, oh, they're just leaving us to it, and this is bad, this is not great. But for me, the way I learn, I'm a very independent learner, so it worked for me. Obviously, do your own research, you know, find things that work for you. But the 3 websites that really did help me in my journey to being a software engineer was, first of all, Code Academy. Code Academy is the way they teach, the way the lessons go. You know, some places you learn and it's really hard to write notes. They're not one of them. It was really good. Honestly, sponsor me. I loved it. The second place was Udemy. Udemy was great. Like, do you know what I mean? Just get a course and just do it. There's places you can get courses, but it's not really full, and it's not, there's a lot of gaps. Whereas, you know, Udemy was pretty good. Like, I feel like they, you know, they know what they're talking about when they're teaching me. And the last place is EDX. EDX, That's where the whole journey started. That's when I did my Microsoft Artificial Intelligence course, like 6 months before I ever thought about coding. It was just something for fun. They have like Harvard degrees on there, like you can just sign up for, and the Harvard lecturers teach you and you get a certificate. It's just an online masters. They have so much. Like EDX, they're not number one because it's not specific to technology, but in terms of learning, whatever you want to do, EDX is great. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, so the last thing that helped me is habit forming. Habits, I'm sure people have told you and you think, oh yeah, it's true, but I'm still procrastinating. No, stop that. Stop all the excuses. Just do what you need to do every day and keep doing it, and stop taking breaks. The breaks is stopping the progress. You take a break for 2 days, next thing you know, it's been 2 months. A quick recommendation, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. We're not going to talk about the book. I just had to plug it quickly. Let me give you 5 habits, my top 5. Let's talk habits. My first habit is my Sunday checklist. So there's something like exercise, and I'll write Monday to Friday, and every day I exercise or work out, tick it off. Sometimes I do Monday to Sunday when I'm feeling a bit brazy, but Monday to Friday more time. Then it says drink 2 liters of water, tick it every day that I do it. Devotional, every morning I do it, tick it. Read a chapter of the book, whatever book I'm reading, read 1 chapter, tick it off every day. So those are the things I will do, like I want to do every day. Then there's things that I could get done in one day that I just want to get done this week. So maybe plan this or edit this. So I put all my habits first, the things I want to do every day for as long as I can. Then I put things that need to get done, and it's just like once it's done, it's done. The second habit that I have is deadlines. The first set, like I said, was things I want to do over time every day. So you can't really have a deadline. But for the other half of the list, things that you want to get done, on my whiteboard, I don't put the deadline. It's like, my whiteboard is just for seeing. When I think, what do I need to do now? Look at it and know this is something that I need to get done. So the deadlines is more in my personal planner, which has a lot more details. My friend Dolly, she got me a book and it has my name on it and everything. She said, use this for like being a boss babe. So that's what I use it for when I'm trying to plan my life, trying to get myself together. Things like plan this video or plan this event, or do you know what I mean? That goes in the book, and I give myself a deadline. So the planning stage ends on this date. Contacting the people you want to contact ends on this date. And you should have everything ready by this date. So that's deadlines. Giving yourself deadlines for things that are not habitual, like things that just need to get done. The next habit number 3, is called, I like to call it, do it now. I read a book called 5-Second Rule, and it made sense. You're in bed, your alarm goes off. You click snooze. You're thinking, oh, this is long. The time you're thinking this is long, yeah, if you count to 5, you're not going to think anything because you're going 5, 4 in your head. When I get to 3, I better be on my way to do what I'm supposed to do. By the time you get to 0 and you can think, oh, actually I was tired, I wish I stayed in bed. You're out of bed. You can move. You go and do what you want to do. Same as anything else. You write books, you do YouTube, you do anything. Make sure you're not saying it for fun. When you start saying it, put your body into motion to do the thing that you're supposed to be doing. By the time you get to 0, you're on your way to get your pen. You're on your way to get your iPad. You're on your way to edit the video. It's much less likely that you're going to stop and be like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm going back to bed. If you've started the motion while you're not thinking about the negatives and what you want, it's more likely you're going to do it. That's all I'm saying. Do it now. My 4th habit, tell someone. Tell somebody. When you have someone you're accountable to, it's more likely you're going to get it done. Like, don't say it in a nice way. Say it like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. This is what I did. I told my whole Snapchat, starting a YouTube video, any ideas? So people were like, oh my gosh, this idea. Then I said, okay, dropping it on Tuesday. The whole of my Snap, I had to drop on Tuesday. If you're serious and you actually want to do it, tell everyone. Like, if it's something small or something private, like, do you know what I mean? It's a bit different. But something you're trying to make public, tell everyone and do it. And last but not least, drink some water. When I started drinking water, 2 liters a day, I felt myself having more energy, more everything. Like, I felt more alive. It was before, it's like I wake up and just crawl through the day like a sloth. I literally have a 6-pack of 2-liter waters I buy every Sunday. Every day I have 1 bottle, and on Sunday I buy a new bag and I start again on Monday. So guys, I've given you everything I wanted to give you in my first tech video. I'm going to give you so much more. I'm going to give you some tutorials and we're going to do a proper Q&A. The questions you guys have, I will answer. But for now, that is what I wanted to give you. Like, do you know what I mean? Just to introduce the topic. So please, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you kind of found a bit of usefulness in what I've been saying. Don't forget to like, to comment and to subscribe. You know the vibe. And you know, I'll see you next time. Like, tell me what you want from me. Please show your girl some love. I have content for you guys like for days. So, you know, show your girl some love. And I'll see you next time. See ya. Bye.